I'd like to welcome you all to the 7th Annual March Against Racism. Thank you so much for coming out, regardless of weather. And I'd like to begin by welcoming Audrey Siegel up to the stage.
xʷməthkwəy I would like to welcome you to the traditional unceded territory of the Musqueam people. I am really happy to see all of these faces here in the rain. After 7 years, this is a pretty amazing turnout. It's only my 2nd year, and I'm really grateful to all of you who come here and to you who organize it as well. I think for each of us here, this is a personal thing. For my family at Musqueam, I think about what they endured, and I say, thank you to my ancestors.
On this day in 1960, in Sharpeville, South Africa, several thousands of people gathered to protest against laws which mandated that non-white citizens had to carry passes within their own native territory to travel. On that day, thousands of black protesters left their homes without their passes to protest against the racist policies of the Apartheid government. In response to this protest, the police opened fire upon these protesters, killing hundreds and injuring even more of these people. This is the origin of the International Day Against Racism, and we march today to commemorate the atrocity in Sharpeville, South Africa, as well as to honor those who have fought and continue to fight for social and racial equality around the world, and especially here on Turtle Island. We are marching today to honor and to stand in solidarity with the Indigenous stewards of these lands, who have faced and continue to face institutional racism, exploitation, and persecution at the hands of this Canadian colonial government. We are also here to acknowledge and to remember those who have struggled and resisted against this government's long history of racist and exclusionary policies against migrants and refugees. Today, in the face of this long history of institutionalized racism, we march to celebrate the resilience, the courage, and the strength of our communities.
Like Hassan said, this resistance comes from our histories of struggle that has been so long-standing. And we're here to celebrate the communities who have been and continue to resist such occupation and exploitation that continue through Canadian mining and oil companies that take from the land and from the people, while the Canadian mining companies displace communities by increasing illnesses from pollution and collapsing local economies. The Canadian state closes its borders to migrants and continues to uphold dehumanizing policies such as mandatory and indefinite detention, as well as increased deportation. We have seen the devastating effects of such policies in our own communities, namely in the tragic death of Lucia Vega Jimenez, who died at the hands of CBSA custody on December 28, 2013. There have also been incredible resistance locally and globally, like the inspirational resistance by the Mi'kmaq warriors. These acts of resistance is what continues our inspiration as community, collectively, and to continue to resist as a community to bring ourselves together.